Hi guys, it's your Plantita abogada Melissa from Tasteful Nodes, coming to you today with take 6 of my intro for this video. Okay, let me get it right in the beginning. We are going on a staycation. This is my birthday getaway staycation, and yeah, we just need a place to unwind, unplug, and relax with the kids. We are going to a place called Betis Suites. And it's gorgeous. If you look it up online really quick, you'll see what I'm talking about. But our main attraction there are the plants. I mean, it's planty, it looks like a leisure farm. It looks exactly like what we're looking for. And I wanted to go ahead and record this intro, take some footage, and then unplug and record my final thoughts to give you an idea of what to expect, give you a brief review of the place, and to show you where we're staying because it's going to be gorgeous. Okay, so shall we? But you guys did really good. How long has this been around?
We started our construction, pandemic started 2020, tama? 2020. So we started around September 2020.
Wow.
And then, so for Betis Suites, we just celebrated our official anniversary last April 27, I think.
Wow.
So it's been a year since.
And a pretty successful one from the looks of
We
it.
were very happy for and very thankful the yung response and feedback ng mga
Such a strong response to you guys.
clients namin.
And to your vision. It's such a great vision, huh? Look
So
at this.
that treehouse is another project of my dad. So para more hangout place for the guests. So this area is open to all of our guests in the property.
Excellent. As far as yung mga guests, are they able to roam around freely on the property, or
Yes.
do you have times where you prefer them to be indoors, away from?
Well, of course, we would, as long as the weather permits, we would love them to have a walk, and we also offer the free bikes used for them, which they really enjoy. So yeah, we want them to enjoy, the outdoor, especially. Yeah, people are looking for space to breathe, especially guests from the city.
The leisure part here is really, really strong. The leisure vibes, no. Whose idea or who came up with the first property here, or the first developed area?
The first one was Fabrica, my brother, because at that time he already had souk and tropical stay and hamada, so he was already in the business. So, and then we have always been talking about developing a property, which, pre-pandemic, you're so busy with like day-to-day life. So when the world stopped, it was like, okay, let's do it. So we did. So this one is Planta Betis. So it has 2 villas. And then they're connecting also, if in case it's a big group.
Okay. How many rooms per villa? Is it 1-room villa?
It's 2 bedrooms for each
wow.
villa, and then it also has its private pool.
So it's a bigger space then. Very nice. And then the theme of Planta Betis is ano yung theme niya sa
very
loob?
homey, cozy. It's kind of like if you're from the city, and then it's like the home na inuuwian mo in the province. Like that kind of feel.
So you definitely encourage relaxation and
Yes, for sure.
comfort there. The trees here that have been planted, 2 years old then or older?
No, older. Like the Indian trees there, 90s, probably, yeah. we were lucky, like yung mom ko, so as long as she sees space where to plant, she's not gonna spare any space. And my parents, they love to plant yan, local trees, atis, suha, ano yung mansanitas ba tawag doon?
The small red ones, no? That's pretty neat. Ang galing, ha? So, I mean, all in all, it worked out. Your mom was just planting away, pero it worked out. I mean,
so when we were developing, kanya-kanyang dala ng truck para maghakot ng plants. So our next stop would be Hardin B&B. So it's my sister's, Leslie. It has a small open function place and also one loft for accommodation.
oh, wow.
And another one in soon. So there, see Hardin B&B.
Pop quiz. Anong halaman yan, Paolo? Have a good look. Very good. Nothing like being put on the spot. Wow.
So this is the space for intimate functions. So we share the same building because during the time that we split the property, so it has to be equal. So it's split right in the halos middle.
And you guys really didn't remove anything.
Yes.
That is exhausts.
Yeah, bali it's part of the kiln drying. Kiln drying, it's the furnace and the what do you call this? The boiler chimney.
Galing. Galing. It's great that you kept it. It gives the space character, no?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So we always keep that in mind, that, you know, not to remove the, you know, what it used to be. Parang ganon. You would always have
keep its history.
A background to what it was.
Ang galing.
Yes, yes.
And then this place has a loft, you mentioned, no?
Yes, it has one loft. It's looking by the pond.
Oh, wow.
It's occupied lang now. And then, so soon, the other one that you saw.
Okay, okay. So they'll have private entrances then.
Yes.
I think there's an entrance on the other side. Ang galing. So, and then this can hold 30 people, no, for an event?
Yes, around that.
For the events ba, I know COVID restrictions are being lifted, but were there any requirements as far as paperwork and ganon?
At least we want to make sure that whatever is the capacity allowed, yun lang yung kumbaga for their event. And usually, like during COVID, parang it's like they plan on shorter time than the typical wedding that it's like 1 year before.
At that point, they're just like, let's just get married.
Yes.
So, do they bring their own caterers in, or do you guys have recommended people that you work with?
We only rent the place, so they can bring in their own stylists, their own caterers, but we can also refer them to Fabrica to do the catering for them.
That's great. My goodness, and these are huge. How do you guys get away with people not bringing scissors to the place? Seriously.
There's a secret metal detector.
It's somewhere, and it'll go off. No, I was just our next video coming out is going to be a video about the scams that came out during the pandemic. Pati yung mga paggugupit ba? Like people ripping things off. A friend of ours owns a restaurant in Antipolo, and we saw someone just rip a refrigerafora off of the wall.
Oh, wow.
And walk away like nothing, and we're just like, what's going on here?
I think before, when there was like less, kind of, parang, there are just a few people who really like understands the value of the plant, or like they're not as expensive. So, you know, the old school way of, I think, like gaining more from your plant collection is, you know, just as a friend to cut, but now it's quite different.
But you know, it's part of asking. It's the respect of asking. It's different when they just rip it off, diba? And I'm looking at the Monstera Deliciosas over here. My goodness.
If only they have an idea how much time it took before it hits the wall, right?
I don't even know how many feet tall that is, but it's amazing. Grabe.
It's enjoying its place.
Grabe, ang galing. And then I see that you guys repurposed I don't know. I'm not okay.
It's a forklift.
Thank you. I'm not familiar with machinery. But ang galing. Really kept with that theme then. So, is it just for renting this place, is it based on a day or is it based on a number of hours?
Yeah, you can rent it either just for lunch time, so they give you a specific number of hours, or if you also want it the whole day.
Okay. Hey, so we have a baptism coming up. I'm just putting it out there, Paolo. You might want to consider. Apparently they have in-house food also, yung Fabrica. It's so close. Might want to consider that. We'll be so we ordered some food tonight, so we'll be dining out. I guess that might as well be the taste test.
At least, diba? You know, may idea na.
I know. I had ulterior motives coming here, clearly. But yeah, it's a beautiful space. Really, really nice. This is incredible, really. And I mean, aside from serving a very specific clientele sa mga properties nyo, yung mga Plantitas, Plantitos, I mean, it just really feels like, you know, a getaway from the city, a getaway from the busyness.
And it's not that far, especially with Skyway now. So it's pretty convenient.
Well, driving here, my mother-in-law and Paolo were both talking about Pinatubo. I was there too, pero we left shortly after, and they were both saying that this area was pretty, damaged
Covered
by,
in lahar. Yes. Technically, Guagua, where Betis is, hindi siya na-cover ng lahar.
Oh, wow.
Pero the surrounding towns like Bacolor, so na siya, kumbaga covered with lahar that went on for like 5 years, I think. Because every time, like during the rainy season, like yung sand deposit sa mountains,
would come down
then
again.
it goes down. So our problem afterwards, kahit hindi na lahar si Guagua, it's the flooding.
Okay.
That was the problem at that time. But yeah, we survived.
Were you guys based here pa during that time?
Yes, but then we had to move to Angeles. There was a time we moved to Concepcion. So I don't know how my parents were able to manage that kind of disruption.
Right? Yeah, it was incredible. Definitely an experience. Wow. What did you want to point out sa deck?
So you can see the area. Minsan dun may mga proposals.
Oh, wow.
Or they also arrange intimate dinners. Is it lighted? Limited lang yung light. Yeah.
But yeah, I could see that too. It would be very romantic here.
So far naman sa record namin, puro yes naman yung mga proposals. Pala, tidbit din para sa mga, like this, the lightings, those used to be long coils. Those are the heating coils that supplies so dyan pumapasok yung,
Ang galing.
yung parang the hot air. So it's the one that siya yung nagbubuga ng hot na temperature, and then the fans is the one yung doon sa blower na yon. Siya yung nag-circulate ng hot air around.
So for Venta,
yes.
are all of the units similar in flavor, in theme? Because this seems like maybe Marrakesh.
Yes, it has
Morocco,
that.
no?
It has that inspiration for sure. Like, you know, when I was planning the space, how I can like incorporate the pool with that's not really outside, but you have that both indoor and outdoor feel. So the rooms of Venta Suites were originally wood kiln drying chambers. So it's actually where we were processing the wood for drying at the time. So I try to still keep certain elements and always go back to the history of the place.
I mean, I'm glad that you kept the structure inside. It's really beautiful. The sloping ceilings, tall, high ceilings.
That sloping ceiling is really part of the kiln drying rooms.
Galing.
Kasi it's for the circulation ng air. So it goes around. That's why you have that curved ceiling. And then, very important for me to have local materials. So I had that modern sawali for the cladding.
Yeah. And then I was going to comment on the blankets too. My mother-in-law is from Abra. And she's like, hey, these are from Ilocos. And I'm like, I've never seen these, but they're pretty cool. So she mentioned that too. It's familiar to her, and I guess they're something that gives back to the community. I mean, they're not factory processed. Yung pagmaramihan na ginagawa.
It's always tempting, like for me when I was developing the place to maybe I should just make something new or buy something new. So, you know, I also with like a tighter budget, you know, it also makes you, forces you to be creative.
It does, it does.
Okay, so welcome to the Venta Suites. And just want to explain this art.
Yes.
So these fans were the original blowers inside the kiln drying.
Wow.
So we had that. So all the air comes from the furnace and the boiler that you saw in Hardin.
Yeah.
And then that air is supplied to the rooms.
To the rooms. How many chambers were there? Were there
I think
four
there were
chambers?
9
More?
at the time.
Wow, okay.
But now I've converted 4 into suites. So there's certain chambers like chamber 4. I think that used to be 2 chambers.
2 chambers.
So I combined them.
My goodness. It's such a great space that you've created here too. So hakot plants, huh? You said that earlier. And there's so many. There really are so many to look at.
So we're lucky to have the fish pond along the property. So this is the private deck for chamber 4.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
you can also have your breakfast here or just lounge anytime during your stay.
We were thinking about it, then we realized that the 3-year-old might decide to go swimming.
Usually the kids are their first order of business.
I know. Trying to swim. But this is gorgeous, and we will definitely be back tomorrow. Check it out again at daybreak, no?
Yeah, preferably medyo earlier in the morning. So para ano yun, hindi pa masyadong mataas ang sikat ng araw.
So how many of these plants were mom's, and then how many? I see some giants kasi. Grabe. Was she
Yan,
into?
kay mami na yung mga, hindi ko alam kung basta
Ang
family
laki na,
ng
ha?
fortune plantain, kung ano ba sila.
See? Ang galing.
Kasi she's able to usually, since spacious yung garden, natatanim niya sa lupa. Kaya na ma-maximize yung growth nila.
And I see some more machinery. It's just beautiful yung juxtaposition niya, no? The hard against the soft. Ang galing.
So I didn't want it to be like too industrial, tough kind of industrial. But I think as long as you add the wood element, you add the greens, then it really balances out nicely.
What's your background?
Well, I'm a engineering graduate.
Okay, okay. I'm just here like admiring. I have no idea what the machines are, and here you are talking about the soft and the wood.
It's something that I think like the creativity. It's something that I've really grown into. I'm being a second generation furniture, so I grew up with my parents developing samples, joining trade shows. Like for me, the way that I organized, like constructing this, it was like setting up a booth for a furniture show.
Ang galing.
Parang ganun lang. I think it was good training and then kind of connected with what we do now.
Okay, so the one at the end, Hardin is your sister's, and then this is yours. And you said that there were 4 siblings total.
Yes. So there's the eldest ate is Rural Bar and Cafe.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes. And then the next is Alan, the brother, Fabrica.
Okay.
And then Hardin Hardin B&B. That's Leslie's, and then I do Venta.
We're gonna be back here again tonight just to take some more video because I mean it's great. And then don't get me started on the swings. I'm sure we're going to have to install swings inside the house. My mother-in-law enjoyed it. The baby enjoyed it.
For me,
oh no.
I really tried to find locally made for the swings because it's very nostalgic of, you know, the traditional duyan made of the macrame. So that's like for me the inspiration and motivation behind it.
So this is locally made also?
Yes.
Wow.
I got it from hindi ako nagpo-plug, pero it's from Shopee, but it's locally made.
Thank you for the lead. We will have to find it. Baby, I'm sorry. She already gave me the lead. We know where to find
I'll
it now.
just send the link.
Lagot ka ngayon.
So, and then of course the peacock chair, it's also very nostalgic Filipino classic furniture.
And nostalgic for my generation too.
Yeah.
I mean, 70s, 80s, that's all I'll say. But we had a lot of those growing up.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to see it again.
And
actually.
thank you to my mom for the antique chairs.
Thank you, Mom. Everyone's appreciating it.
So this is the common area. It can be enjoyed for guest check-in at Venta. And then we have a common pool for them and a common deck across.
This is excellent. It really is. And then these are all the chambers, the next 3 chambers, no?
Yes, here there are 3 chambers. So we have chamber 1, 2, and 3. See, chamber 1 and 2, so they can accommodate 2 persons plus maximum of 1 person. They don't have private pools, but May 15 onwards, we're launching, they're gonna have their own plunge pool at the back of their room.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we may be back sooner. Yeah, we're already talking about coming back and we haven't even left yet. Like, who are we bringing back next?
Kasi chamber 3, meron din siyang private pool. So it also has the bedroom and then living dining and then the private pool. Pero bigger si chamber 4.
Okay. And how many people can fit into chamber 3? Pareho kay chamber 4 din?
Yes, 4 plus 2.
Okay. Naloko kami dito kanina eh. We ran to this wall.
You're not the first.
Okay. We ran to this wall and he's like, wait, what?
Kasi nung nilagay ko siya, parang bitin eh, puro white pa sa taas. So inunahan ko na.
No, it'll match up real soon. How long has that been there?
Siguro around April last year. So at least now it's taller na than me, the real one.
Hala ka.
And then that one I always joke na pinapaint ko na lang kasi mahirap diligan kasi it's too high.
Too high. So we have a skindapsis and he likes to make poles for them, no, with our leftover materials.
I haven't tried them actually na puro lang. It's
nagsishingle sila. Kind of similar to that. I just don't know if it can go on a wall.
So maybe you just like kind of train them until they
just keep it against wood. It likes wood, so it'll shingle against wood.
No? Okay.
This is really, really
we
pretty.
We also have for the toddlers, so we rent this out, the BAM bike.
Ang galing.
They're training bikes. So I am a fan of that brand. So sabi ko, okay, I can't buy yet one for me. So for the kids na lang muna.
Yeah, he hasn't seen it. Our son hasn't seen it because if he did, it would be at our place right now. But he will see it. I guarantee you, and he will enjoy it. And we'll probably have to get one too. This is local, din no?
Yeah, it's local. They also do BAM bike tours along inside Intramuros.
Oh, they're that company.
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen them.
In chamber 4, you see that banana leaf mural. Because it's like, okay, if I can put a real one, but then it's gonna be maintenance for me to keep on rotating with new one. So painting na lang muna. But I super love bananas.
I don't know if a traveler's
nice,
palm would do it okay inside. Baka full sun din yun, no?
Parang may natural light, but yeah, I'm not sure if baka eventually, it's medyo magda-drama queen siyang konti.
I feel the same way. Nako.
Yan yung favorite ko, na red banana. I don't know when I can have the musa, the white variegation. But
I was gonna say, it's a good thing you don't have the white variegation outside. People would come with shovels and scissors.
Mas mahal pa siya per square meter sa lupa, no?
Grabe. What is this one? What is this place right here?
It used to be the canteen for the employees.
Okay.
And so this is my sister's na kay rural, but she hasn't developed it yet. And then on the right used to be the machinery section for the production. But now it's a warehouse.
Meant to ask about the mirrors, chamber 4. Are those also part of your business, yung furniture business mo?
Which one? The
mirrors
Akasha?
behind the dining?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah, I have those in my store in Makati.
Okay.
Yes.
She has a store in
FYI.
Makati too. Okay, where is your store in Makati located?
It's in LRI Design Plaza.
Okay.
Along Nicanor Garcia near SM Jazz.
Are you getting that?
You
know where that is? I will get lost, so he has to know everything.
So this is rural, but they're closed on Monday.
Hi, Brian.
But pwede tayong sumilip. if you want. So I don't know lang how ayos it is, but pwede tayong sumilip.
Silip lang. What time do they open on Tuesdays? Are they
I'm not sure
more
if
towards
12
the
or
night?
2. Yeah, they're more on later na time.
Pero if 12 o'clock, baka maabutan pa natin yan. Let's see.
So they're more like cocktails, burgers, nachos, kind of food. Medyo lang.
And it definitely feels like a younger vibe here.
Yeah. So because my nephew used to be a barista in Starbucks.
Okay.
So he's really into the
this is nice, baby. Too bad we
so
can't on a
everything
Monday.
is lang kasi baka umulan.
Oh, but it's also very, very chilled in.
Yeah.
Definitely younger. Wow. You see this table?
Diba?
Unique.
Marami kaming
Galing.
furniture na nagamit from the warehouse.
Ang galing.
So yeah, very nice. Yeah, mga sunset vibes. It's a nice time.
You guys have everything. So you have like the first meeting place, then you have a date place, then you have the proposal place.
Diba?
All in one family.
So this gazebo is what we used sa mga plant shows namin.
Oh.
Like tinayuan namin siya. We had a show in Garrieta and in Greenbelt. So
Wow.
it was a fun time for us, the plant business.
Yeah, we miss it too. I'm not gonna lie. Siyempre, other enthusiasts, it's just different talking to them.
So next stop, Fabrica. So this is Fabrica
All these
restaurant.
little spots, no? All these little Instagrammable spots.
So this is open for walk-ins and non-check-in guests. Okay, so more Instagram
Yeah.
spots.
Instagram heavy for sure. Ang galing.
And of course the customers, they enjoy the open space. And
Baby, right behind you. So, because you guys had al fresco, did this mean that you guys were actually able to keep yourselves open
during the pandemic, yes. So we just make
Nice.
sure that whatever capacity protocols, so we just follow that.
Very nice. Ang galing. Galing ng business model. Sobra.
I'll ask them if we can possibly take a walk sa common area. Here they have four villas here. Tapos may dalawa pa on that side.
And then this is the CV. This is the courtyard.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the AV, that's in the camper
okay.
van
Okay.
that they converted into
Yeah.
a sleeping place.
We will have to try that someday too. My goodness, the parents of boys, I'm sure they would love that. But yeah.
Okay, so each place they're different. So we have our own like vibes and I think there's definitely some common elements to it, but how we translate and use them, they're very different.
You've got some, I wouldn't say it's it's busy because it seems like something you enjoy. I mean, how can it be busy if you're actually enjoying it, no?
Yeah.
But with the pools coming up for the other chambers.
Yeah, that one, I decided because when I first came up with 3 chambers at the time for Venta. So I had the 2 with just the common pool, they don't have their own, and then chamber 3 with the private pool. And I would think, baka masyadong mahal kapag may private pool. So we might as well offer something na na kumbaga yung good rate lang for 2. Yeah. But then it's always actually the one with the private pool that always gets booked first. So I thought, so it was like ano ba yun? Parang organic decision.
Yeah,
I think for me, how I developed the place.
And it was good for you to see it happening too, huh?
Yung chamber 4,
You can
parang
compare.
napalaki yata, pero so far okay naman siya.
Chamber 4 is just exquisite. My mother-in-law is not easily impressed, you know. She walks in, she's like, oh my gosh, ang ganda. So it's great to hear her appreciate it.
And also for the singers during the pandemic, it was a challenge for them because they kept at home. It's like lahat bawal lumabas.
We were stuck really literally on the farm, and the baby hasn't seen any people since, I mean, until last month siguro. So yeah, it's nice to be able to get back into society.
Yeah.
And this is a nice way to do it. You know, not too many people.
Right.
It's very controlled environments.
You don't feel like compare pag sa mall, yung mga ganun na na place.
And yung mga chambers mo, I mean, everything is there. So if they're too timid to go out, we don't have to go out. We could stay. If she wants to go out and look at the restaurant, you can do that as well. Yeah. It's just a really, really great compound of properties. It really is good.
Yeah, at least they can walk around and have just enough choices for them. Like for the food, you have the 2 restaurants.
The house at the very, very front, the one with the old colored windows, it's a very old house. What was that?
Dito sa sa compound, as in
right where the security guard is there, no?
Tapos right side.
Ano siya?
It used to be a guest house.
Okay.
During when this place was still like part of the so if we have either buyers or consultants, so that's usually where they would stay.
I was like, they have more to do. There's so much room.
I know.
Ang galing.
I think hindi na siya matatapos forever. May bagong ginagawa.
At least you guys will have a creative outlet forever, huh? But the nice thing is, it's so, I guess, it doesn't really look unfinished, you know? Pero if you don't feel like starting, at least it doesn't look bad because you didn't complete your entire idea.
And there will always be new ideas and new pockets to develop.
Ang ganda. Such a nice thing to look forward to. Ay. And it's very inspirational.
And it's always nice to, like, for me, para minsan kahit tagaytay lang yun, para makalabas or something. Like, you know, parang sawa ka na rin na puro IG inspiration. So, like you want to, like, really feel it for yourself, right?
Sometimes you just need to get away,
Yeah.
you know? And you may not be able to get on a plane, but you've got Marrakesh right there.
We're lucky to, that we're able to, I think, to start. Parang, of course, yung pandemic, parang, it's everyone's hit with the pandemic. But somehow, there's also certain opportunities that it presented.
That would have not presented itself otherwise. If you guys weren't locked down, would you have developed?
We'd be so busy still with what we've been previously doing. Ayan, plants nga. Daming mga naging mga plantita, right?
Your mom is no longer alone. She has a whole bunch of us now.
No, nagko-complain siya ngayon. Ano yan? Sabi, hindi natatapos yung mga nililipat ko, yung mga kinakat ko. So he always joke because she has this corner. So kapag malungkot na yung plant, we're gonna put it there. So we call it the ICU. So I also have a small space here. I called it ICU. Yung problema, dahil ICU, pag malapit nang mamatay, doon nila nililipat. So I told them, hindi yan morgue.
It's not, oh my gosh.
It's so that to keep them healthy.
We want to keep them within eyesight so that we can help them recuperate. Thank you so much for your time.
There.
We really appreciate it.
I hope you enjoyed the walking tour. And thank you for wanting to feature our humble place. Thank you.
It's really gorgeous. We can't help it. And I'm so happy for your success, huh? I mean,
thank you.
We'll be back. Hi everyone, it's Melissa, your Plantita Abogada with Plant Daddy. And we're gonna review our experience at Venta Suites. We are currently at Acacia Coffee in Baban, Tarlac. And it's a great little place. So, I'm gonna get right into it, no? Like General MacArthur and the Terminator after him, I'm gonna say, I will be back. Or rather, we'll be back. Benta ang Venta Suites sa akin. So I have 5 categories to go through quickly, and those categories are value, location, rooms, cleanliness, and service, right? 5. As far as 5 categories are concerned, if I were to review Venta Suites, I would probably say that they're bang for the buck, got a good value. As far as I'm concerned, their value matched my expectations. As far as location is concerned, you know, they're far away from the metro, not so far that you'll waste all your time traveling, but far enough. So that was good for me. Rooms, oh my gosh, the pictures were what attracted me to begin with. Cleanliness, yeah, I would give them 4 stars for that. And service, I mean, I think everything we asked for, they provided. So as far as I'm concerned, I will definitely be back. What were your favorite parts about Venta?
Well, first of all, the staff were very friendly, accommodating. My favorite was the chamber.
Literally a staycation, no?
Yeah.
You wanted to stay inside because the
go
design
inside,
is so nice.
with the pool and
Well, okay.
the aesthetic.
I'll make it harder for you then. What is your favorite room within that chamber that we stayed in?
I would say the pool area. It's
Yeah.
just because when you enter the chamber, that's what.
Major impact, no?
Yeah, that's what you're gonna see right away, and the blue water and the nice decor and
The tiles.
up to the smallest detail.
What is the thing called on top? Solia?
Solia, yeah.
Solia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she said that was custom made too.
Yeah.
Ang ganda.
And just the choice of furniture and everything is perfect.
So my favorite part of that were the mirrors that were behind the dining area on the wall. It just gave some more dimension, I guess. So when you look at the dining area itself, it just seemed larger than it really was, considering that there's a pool near the dining area. But another one was the bathtub for me, just because it was
bathrooms
so
were
deep that
excellent.
you
Yeah,
could just sit
both
in
of
it.
them.
And then, I mean, come on, the swing in the bedroom. I mean, your mom used it, the baby used it. It was just
the
something
swings everywhere, which
The
is
swings. The
a
swings
good addition
everywhere,
to the place.
very thoughtful. I'd like to thank Lieza. I'd like to thank her off the bat for actually accommodating us with our last minute request for an interview.
Yeah,
Lieza was very accommodating, towards our needs. She also provided us with these cute gift bags for Mother's Day.
yeah, the tote bags, right?
bags,
yeah,
yes.
canvas. Yeah, very nice.
And the tote bags were made from, what are they called again? There's a word in Tagalog.
I
that
think
I'm not
they were
sure.
made of kacha.
I don't know the word she used. It's like the excess. So they're
excess fabric.
they really do apply everything that they're trying to do with Venta to every little detail. Waste not, want not, reduce, reuse, recycle, that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah,
And I really appreciate that. My mother-in-law appreciated it.
everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, even the light fixtures, the little details of them using parts of the factories. It's a good, nice
Thoughtful
touch.
design, no?
Yeah, thoughtful. Yeah,
So you think we're going to be back to try the other properties? Yeah?
yeah,
Venta.
definitely,
Okay.
definitely should.
Well, it's raining and our food is
But I
gonna be
wouldn't mind
coming.
going back to that, to going back to Chamber 4.
See, he's still in chamber 4 mode, but it's beautiful. Any of the properties I would definitely recommend. Thanks again to the Bituin family for their hospitality. And thank you for accompanying us on our little staycation. Until next time, friends, sa uulitin, keep your notes classy and tasteful.